Yesterday, I made a video where for about 6 to 8 minutes, I basically just berated my viewers for being lazy, cheap bastards. Now, that might seem kind of harsh and not a good idea, but I'm getting tired of coddling worthless people. I think so many of us in the gun community are getting tired of coddling the worthless among us. And I made a point in that video that so many people are in the gun community now that know how to talk the talk, but they don't know how to walk the walk at all. And that really became evident in the comment section, because people that aren't really good at walking the walk, two things they're usually good at is missing the point and making excuses. And that became very apparent in the comment section of that video. When I said that people that are good talking the talk, like when the war comes, when the Civil War comes, I'm going to be the first guy on the front line dying for my rights. When they say that and we're supposed to believe them when they can't even get off their fucking couch to show up at a rally now, are we really supposed to fall for that shit? Are we really supposed to think that they're somebody special, they're just waiting for the right moment? No, they're a lazy asshole. They're worthless. And no amount of posturing about what you're going to do later when the stakes are really high makes up for what you're not doing now, while we could still win the fight the right way. Now, a lot of people took this as like, you think there's going to be a civil war. No one thinks that. Well, a lot of people do think that, but they're like, it's not going to be a traditional civil war per se. It's going to be guerrilla warfare. We're going to be creeping around in the night. We're going to be strategically hitting targets, and we're going to be blah, 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 and we're going to be taking down the man. Bullshit. You're going to be sitting on your couch, making excuses and making snarky comments on the internet just like you always do. If we can't count on you now, no one's believing your bullshit about what you're going to do later. So just stop saying it. And the whole point wasn't that there's going to be a civil war. It doesn't matter what type of conflict there is. It doesn't matter if it's full-out civil war or if it's just an insurgency. If nobody shows up, it ain't a war. If you're like, 6 of us are going to show up at 2 a.m. at the radio tower and we're going to do this, well, that's great planning. But if 5 of the 6 of you go, I got to go out on the jet ski Saturday, I can't be there. Or, that's going to cost me $8 in gas. That'll take away from my beer money Sunday. I can't do that. If no one shows up, you don't have an insurgency. Just Ron showing up, that's not an insurgency. That's one dumbass that's going to get himself killed. Especially if you don't have the support of the people behind you. That's one thing a lot of people forget. Insurgencies require the support of the people to actually be effective. If they don't have the support of the people, it's terrorism, not insurgency, and you're not going to win anything that way. So a lot of people miss the point. Doesn't matter what kind of battle it is if no one shows up. And these people that aren't showing up now, who want you to believe they're going to show up later, they're full of shit. They're just big mouths. Stop listening to their big fucking talk. Whenever one of them says that, call them out and say, you're a pussy because you could be doing something now, so shut your pussy mouth because you're never going to do anything for anybody. You're a coward. If you're afraid to stand up now and be seen and be a positive example for the gun community, get out and do what you can do now so that we can win over in the courts. We can win over the hearts and minds of the people. We can be positive role models. We can be fighting the good fight in a visible way. If you're going to be one of those people that does that can't even do that, then just shut the fuck up because you're annoying. And every time you run your mouth, the louder you get, the more you just prove you're worthless. And that takes us to the people who also make the excuses. Another thing they're good at. Like, I can't, some of us have to work. Well, there's other things you can do other than showing up at a rally. You could show up at a city hall meeting. Show up at a hearing at the Senate. Everybody has a day off. If you don't, that's pretty bad. And if you don't have a day off, well, then you must be working a lot of hours. So give $5 to the GOA. Give $20 a month to the GOA. If you can't afford that, because I know everyone doesn't have a lot of extra money, but don't tell me you don't have extra money while you've got a new computer and internet access and a new gun and etc. and 105,000 rounds of ammo every weekend to shoot. It's always the guys that talk about how they can't afford to do this shit who also have videos bragging about how they just shot 2,000 rounds with their new gun. So shave off $20. Give it to the people that are actually out there willing to fight and be a positive example. If you can't afford that, give $10 a month to a few gun channels that are out there fighting the fight and being a positive example. If you can only afford $2 a month, then just choose one, like gun websites. Give them $2 a month. But if you can be there and you can be a positive example, do that. But I know everyone can't do that. But all these excuses you make, every time you make an excuse for why you can't do something, it's so transparent. The only people who need to make excuses are people who don't do anything. People that get out there and do things don't need to make excuses. People that are actually valuable don't have to talk about how someday they're going to be the man, because they can prove it now. So I'm tired of coddling people. I'm not trying to win subs. I'm not trying to be popular. I'm trying to win a battle for our rights. And I don't want to hear excuses about how it's difficult. You know how difficult it is for me making this fucking video right now? These lights are blinding the eye that I can't blink out of. It hurts like hell in my ear to even talk, but I'm making a video. And paralyzed face and all, I'll be at Senate hearings next week. And after that, I'll be at another rally in the Washington Capitol, at the Washington Capitol. The week after that, I'll still have the fucking paralyzed face. I'll still be in pain this last 3 to 6 months. And I'm not making an excuse for why, I can't go now because I got this going on. I'm still doing everything I do. I'm still running the TYMP pistol project. I'm still sending out guns. I'm still showing up at hearings. I'm still showing up at rallies. And I'm not trying to blow my own horn. I'm just saying, if a lazy, half-paralyzed old asshole like me can get out there and do stuff and actually try to smile, although I can't really smile now because if I smile, it looks like that. So I will not be smiling at people at rallies. But if I can get out there and try to be a positive role model, so can you. And we don't want to hear excuses. And we don't want to hear about what you're going to do fucking later. Because what you're going to do later doesn't matter. And no one believes you anyway. So, and I know a lot of you right now are just like, well, but, you know, Donald Trump's the president, so I don't really know if it's necessary now to fight. It's more necessary now to fight than ever. You have been losing more rights under Donald Trump when it comes to the Second Amendment than you did under Obama and Clinton, etc. Because things like the assault weapons ban sunset. Some of the stuff they're doing now, like banning bump stocks and enforcing red flag laws, stripping you of due process, that's going to last forever. And that's all happening under the Trump administration, a lot of it being spearheaded by Republicans like Lindsey Graham. So I know there's some people out there that have just been lulled into a false sense of security. And hopefully, me and hopefully some other gun channels out there who start kicking your asses and let you know the truth will change that. So the whole point of this video isn't to just yell at people and call them worthless, although there is a percentage of you that are just worthless. And you'll be the first people to start making excuses and start justifying why you're waiting for the battle in this video, and just be known that as soon as you make that comment, you're not changing anybody's mind, you're just reinforcing what we already know about you. But go ahead, waste your time and do it. But for everybody else, people out there that maybe haven't done anything till now, and maybe even think it's worthless to try, it's not. We are winning if we in the courts. We are winning in the legislative acts, the things we're able to block and get declared unconstitutional. But what we really need to win in is public opinion. And that requires all of us to be active, to be visible, and to be good role models. And if you can't do that, support someone that can. So like I said, the worthless people, I'm not talking to you because, you know, you're good for a video view and that's about it, and a snarky comment. But for everybody else, if you haven't done something yet, start doing it. Start your own YouTube channel. Start showing up at rallies. Start giving to the GOA. Start supporting channels that do get out there and be a positive role model, especially on social media. A positive image on social media is very important. Like I said, even if we come to just an insurgency, we're going to need public support or you're terrorists. So for those of you out there that are doing stuff, great, keep doing it. For those of you that haven't done it, but you're not totally worthless, start doing it. Because now is the time to fight. It's not a good idea to wait until it's too late. You knew that the same people that weren't good at walking the walk actually are good at. No. I pointed out that so many of them are great about walking the... Fuck! You're going to be a lazy, cowardly bastard when there are stakes. I gotta stop and blow my fucking nose. In that video, I told him, talking the fuck! God damn it! Why can't I get my thoughts in order? And one thing I did notice in the comment, I'm just totally off track. I got no idea. I can't do it this Saturday because, you know, I gotta go jet skiing or something. Fuck! Fucking hair in my mouth. Or they say, you know, fuck! God fucking damn! That's so much bullshit. So, did I even say the part about missing the point and making excuses? And it really does get tiring. And I don't know what the fuck I'm going to say next. Just paralyzed half my fucking brain along with half my face. This ain't easy, people. Try doing this with a fucking paralyzed face. Hurts like hell looking at these lights. Minutes, I just bitched at my viewers for about... That makes excuses for yourself all the time, and no one believes you. And I'm doing this wrong. Oops.
You go ahead.
It's the lady at 46 South Rose. 46 South Rose.
Station 1 call, retone that please. 10-4. Captain 4 will be going to that location also. 1-9, is that correct?